Okay, so welcome everybody to this week's Akashic Tune In to Tune Up. So this is your opportunity to elevate your practice, elevate your connection with your Akashic Records, really get used to going into your Akashic Records, being able to embody them, to support you with your own healing journey, to get wisdom, insight, guidance, and really to understand yourself, your choices and your consequences from the past, but also to unravel perhaps those behaviors, beliefs, wounding and trauma and conditioning that you're still being influenced by today, so that you can start to choose a different path, start to rewrite the story. And so on a Monday, I want to go live to support you with that practice. And this is one of my shorter meditations. So I'm going to get moving along because I always do quite a big introduction. So this is going to be based on, again, a weekly card that was pulled, and it is karmic relationships. Now, this is really interesting because we recently connected and touched on this a little bit with the Akashic Masterclass, which was the witch wound, so healing the curse of the witch wound. And within that, we looked at sister wounding. So this, what my guides have been given for me today is for us to look at sister wounding. Now, sister wounding doesn't need to relate to you having a sister. It's more around your connection to other women and the wounding that has been created, heavily influenced by the patriarch and us needing to feel like we're in competition with other women in order to get ahead, in order to feel powerful, perhaps. But that also then has the opposite effect of, comparing ourselves to others, not feeling worthy, feeling jealous, perhaps, or envious of what other women have. And so it kind of creates this divide rather than this sisterhood. And so what we're going to clear today, or we're going to look at today, is any sister wounds that are still influencing you today, where you don't trust other women fully. And this could be complete strangers, women. Sometimes, when we meet other people, we have an instant connection with them. And it feels easy and it feels warm. But then there's other people that we meet, and there's a straight away, I don't trust that person. And there will be no rhyme or reason why that is there. But energetically, our senses can go up, and it's like, and you might fall into some kind of judgment because that person might remind you of somebody, or they may have just said a couple of things that really trigger you and really get under your skin. And so what that's highlighting is that there's a wound there, because in an ideal world, and what we're kind of stepping into is that, we're there all to support each other, and we all come from a heart place, and we're not going to get, we might be really, really pally with everybody. But the important thing is to be able to trust other women, to be able to reach out and have that support and want to co-create rather than compete. That's the kind of thing. So whether you can think of anybody that you feel that you have those wounds with, and as I say, it doesn't have to be a sister, it can be an aunt, it could be a friend, it could be a colleague, a family member. Not so much mother wounding, because mother wounding, although there is an element of that, but mother wounding is a slightly different thing. But where there is that kind of trigger, or where there is that kind of judgment, that is highlighting that there's some kind of wound there. Or if you just generally have a mistrust around women, or you find yourself comparing yourself. So there might be, say, for instance, you're in business, there might be some people, some influencers out there that just get on your wick because, there's an element of being jealous of their success, and you wish that you had that. Or, for some people, it's like they have the perfect relationship, and it's like, I wish I had that, I'm never lucky in love. So, it can show up in lots of different ways. And I just want you to think of anybody that kind of does that for you. And this is done neutral. It's done without judgment of yourself, judgment of the other person. Or if there's anything from your past, say from school. School is a major kind of portal or place, not even a portal, it's a place or space where we really dive into our lessons and receive our wounds and trauma in that space. Oh my gosh. So there might be some, there might be some people there that you can think of that yes, trigger you, or it brings up some kind of hurt or hurtful memory or whatever it might be. I want you to just consciously bring something to the table here, or bring something to your Akashic Records. And if there are any other wounds, any other sister wounds that we can heal, we're also going to bring that in. But I just wanted you bring in some conscious elements to this as well, because why not use this opportunity to just heal whatever needs to be healed, so that you can open up the space for more acceptance, more love of the self, and not needing to compare or feel like you need to compete, and also be more trusting of other women as well. And it's also about owning your own uniqueness and gifts as well. So if you are watching live, please do put #live in the comments, or if you're watching the replay. Also, I will come back to the comments. Put #live, or if you're watching the replay. Also, I will come back to the comments afterwards. I can't see any comments there. Okay, that's perfect. So without further ado, we're going to go into the Akashic Records. So that is a beautiful photograph or beautiful image that we can see where these two females are holding each other's hands, and they are holding each other up. And so there's complete trust that one isn't going to let go of the other person's hand and have them fall on the floor. So for me, that really kind of encapsulates that full trust that we have in a person, where we can kind of completely lean back and be open and be vulnerable. And so what we've got in this card is that real beautiful pillar of light coming in, healing any of those connections or any of those wounds that we need to. Okay, so without further ado, I'm asking you to place your hands, your palms facing upwards, so you get yourself into a very open and receptive position. And this is now telling your body straight away, in your body spirit, I'm going into receptive mode. So I'm going to start to relax. So it's a great way just to let your body know. And the more that you kind of do this practice with me and these types of journeys, your body will know. It'll know its protocol, its little routine, because the ego and the body likes routine. Okay, so when you're ready, just close your eyes. And we're just going to take a moment just to get centered, to tune back into the physical body. So we're going to do this through the breath. So I want you to take a big deep breath in for me. And as you take that big deep breath in, you're going to call back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Imagine this beautiful light coming back from the universe, from all the different locations that your energy has gone. And you're breathing that golden light deep into the heart, deep into the chest. And on the out breath, I want you to relax. Allow the shoulders to drop, forehead to soften, the jaw to slacken. Allowing anything that's not serving or supporting you just to now melt away from the body, down into the earth. And again, take another big deep breath in, calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on the out breath, relaxing, releasing. And we're going to ask for anything that's not yours, any other people's energies, projections, fears, thoughts, judgments, anything stuck in your auric fields, in your multidimensional being, is now just being released into the ground. Again, just melting away. And again, take another big deep breath in. Calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. And on the out breath, releasing any thoughts or feelings, anything that's coming up when I mentioned the words sister wounding, comparinitis, envy, mistrust, deception, betrayal, judgment, competition. Any energies or feelings that come up when I say those words, and they may not make sense, but you may feel a sense of heaviness or elements of pain. Again, just allowing those now to be released from your multidimensional being back to the earth. And I want you to continue those cycles of breath, of breathing in and breathing out. And every time that you do that cycle of breath, your body will become more and more relaxed. Bringing your awareness now to the backs of the hands that are resting on the thighs, just noticing how heavy your hands have become as you're letting more and more go, becoming lighter in the body, lighter in the heart, feeling your feet against the floor, feeling the connection, the solidity of the carpet or the stone or the wood beneath your feet. And just imagine thick, strong roots now coming from the soles of the feet, silver roots, making their way down to the heart of Mother Earth, going through all of the different levels and layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper, and eventually your roots find that beautiful large crystal, glistening and glowing there in the heart of the planet. Just notice what kind of crystal or colour is being presented for you today. And this colour, this crystal, is exactly what you need for your body, your mind, your spirit to come into perfect balance. Wrap your roots around that crystal. And as you wrap your roots around the crystal, notice a click or a shift in the heart space and an expansion in your heart chakra, in the higher heart. As your heart starts to take on the beautiful coloured glow of that crystal, as the crystalline energy transfers through the roots, through all of your chakras into the physical body, through all aspects of your physical body, all your nadis, meridians, all the energetic points, focusing on the heart, noticing the expansion there and the colour, whatever that colour is, that's also going to keep you earthed and grounded. That crystalline energy, that colour expands further through the physical body, through the bones, all of the organs, through the skin, out into your auric field, which is about 2 meters all around you, and then out into your environment. And this crystalline energy from the heart of Mother Earth will cleanse and clear and rebalance all that needs to be brought into a state of equilibrium, perhaps calmness and peace. Just sensing this energy all around you. You may feel a tingling. You may not feel anything at all. That's perfect. Just know that the crystalline energy from the heart of Mother Earth is now surrounding you and will continue to cleanse and clear and rebalance your energy whilst we go into the Akashic Records. Now bring your awareness back to the body. And we're going to invite your spiritual support team to step into the space with you. These are beings of light, 100% pure divine light only. So just inviting your spiritual support team now to step closer to you. Perhaps notice how many beings of light you can sense. Maybe think of a number. And these beings of light will be ancestors, perhaps elementals, goddesses, gods, angels, galactic beings, star races, maybe councils of light, elemental energies of fae and dragon and unicorns, mer people. All are welcome in every individual person's space. Step closer to each person and make yourself known. These beings of light hold the space for you as we go into your Akashic Records. But before we do that, we're just going to call in now 6 archangels to hold you in angelic light. We're going to call in Archangel Michael behind you, Archangel Gabriel to your left, Archangel Raphael to your right. Calling in Archangel Uriel to hold the space in front of you. And Archangel Sandalphon, please ensure that we are connected in with the crystalline grid of the earth, having our feet stand upon that grid, a fiery, silvery white grid of energy. Seeing yourself step onto that grid, knowing that you're fully connected now with Middle Earth. And we invite Archangel Metatron to bring down the crystalline grid through the central sun. And this is a fiery golden crystalline grid that connects us to divine source. And Archangel Metatron places this grid on top of our crown chakra. And that grid transforms into a ball of light and pours itself into the top of your crown. And it's like your insides are now being filled with a liquid gold energy as divine source light filters its way through all of the different aspects of your physical body, lighting up your torso, your arms, your head, your neck, down into the legs, down into the feet, out through the skin, out into your auric field, being held by divine source light. And Archangel Metatron now takes his place above our heads, connecting with the 6 other archangels so that you are held in divine light. We're now going to invite your ego to step out of your physical body, make their way to the door, and with a smile upon their face, they leave the room, shutting the door gently behind them. Archangel Metatron now seals the door with golden divine source light. So now you know that any information or wisdom that gets given to you, in whatever form that is, in whatever way, it comes from your guides or your higher self, not your subconscious mind. Start to imagine a purple portal of light there in front of you. Imagine, sense, feel, or just know that it's there. And that purple portal of light gets bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. It gets so big you step through that purple portal of light. And there in front of you is a large door. Just notice what your door looks like today, what it's made from. Are there any particular ornamental pieces upon the door? Also notice your own details, your full name, your date of birth and place of birth. Once you sense, feel, can see, or just know that those details are there, place your hand upon the door handle and open the door to your Akashic Records. Take a few steps into your cosmic library and allow the door to shut gently behind you. With a click, the door closes And you take a few more steps into your cosmic library. Just noticing your surroundings and what it feels like to be surrounded by all of your wisdom, all of your soul's knowledge. This is like coming home. Your guides step forward to make themselves known. Just notice how many guides there are and greet them in any way that feels appropriate for you. And your guides are asking you now to bring to your mind anything conscious that you're aware of that has you feel wounded, jealous, comparing yourself, not feeling good enough with other women, whether these are women that you know or don't know. Just bring to your mind any particular people. You don't need to think about this. You were perhaps given a name or an image or just know who this is. And there may be more than one person. And if it's for the highest good of all concerned, we now invite those energies, their higher selves, into your Akashic records. And if this is for your highest good, we are going to do some healing. So if there is anybody that has presented themselves into the space, they stand on a golden disc of light. And this is a healing disc of light connected to divine source. And now we're going to invite any other beings, any other souls, again, with their permission, and if it's for everybody's highest good, from any timeline, any lifetime. And these may present themselves as beings of light, figures that now also stand upon the golden disc. They may present themselves as books that start to stack upon the floor. And we're asking for all sister wounds that have been created. And these may be individual hurts, traumas, circumstances. Or these may be represented as a particular pattern. So if your pattern is, I don't feel good enough compared to this person, it may relate to 20 or 30 lifetimes, but it's the pattern we want to heal. So however these wounds, these patterns are showing themselves on the golden disc, just allow it to be. Allow yourself to relax. And whatever is presenting itself, we just ask for all beings or all representations of these wounds to make themselves known on the golden disc. And the golden disc may expand as more things get added to it. And we're going to do this all the way back to your soul's creation. And this will be for your highest good. So you will only get what you can handle at this time, and that is ready to be let go of or healed karmically. If there are still lessons and learnings, then those wounds may remain open. And that's perfect. So just notice if the golden disc is expanding or filling up. And if there's only a couple of things on there, that's also perfect. Just know that this is what you're ready to heal. This is what's going to be most potent for you. And once your guides seem complete, a beautiful golden pillar of divine source energy now opens up in your Akashic Records from the ceiling, and it's being beamed into your cosmic library. And your guides are asking you to step also into this light, so that the wounds that are connected energetically between you and these lifetimes, you and these souls, you and these patterns and feelings and circumstances and beliefs, can now be dissolved in divine source light. So when you're ready, I want you to step forward and also place yourself on that golden disc and feel that powerful golden light beaming onto your head and beaming all around you. You are surrounded by this beautiful golden light, this powerful golden light, as you receive the most pure and potent healing possible. Again, allow yourself to relax, drop your shoulders, ensure your heart space remains open, and allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. And as each of these wounds are completed with the healing, the being of light, or perhaps the book, dissolves, it disappears. And eventually, as this healing works through all of the different lifetimes and timelines, all of the different dimensions, eventually you are left just on your own, on the golden disc, in the golden light. And I want you to just notice how you're feeling. Perhaps if there was a conscious connection with somebody or a pattern, when you think of it now, how do you feel? Are you less triggered? Do you feel lighter? More forgiving, more understanding, perhaps? Feeling like you have let that go? Feeling like you have more compassion for yourself and for others? These are sure signs that something has shifted within you and within that connection to that person or circumstance. The golden light now starts to dissolve. And as you watch it disappear, you are left standing in your Akashic Records with your guides, as that healing has now been completed. All knowledge and wisdom will be kept in the Akashic Records, but the effects of the sister wounds have now been released. Your guides hand you a gift, something to remind you of the healing today, and a reminder of you to keep your heart open. Hold out your hands and receive the gift. Just notice what that gift is. And then I'd like you to press it into your present lifetime book. This is located on the table beside you. pulling the book closer to you. Press that gift, that symbol of open-heartedness, perhaps divine love and compassion. Press it into your present lifetime book and acknowledge that this is a mark of you healing sister wounds today, and that you remain with your heart open going forward. That intention, that feeling, that sense that you bring to this has now also been installed into your Akashic Records as a success anchor, a way of you being able to maintain that openness of the heart, that understanding and compassion. And whenever you think of that symbol, your body can just open its heart and have you have a different viewpoint, perhaps a different perspective. It's now time to leave your Akashic Records, saying goodbye to your guides. Head towards the door of your Akashic Records. Open the door. Step out of your library, and out loud or in your mind, I want you to say, I now close my Akashic Records. The door clicks behind you and you head towards the purple portal of light. Once you find that purple portal of light, step through it and start to bring yourself back round into the room that you're in. Rub your thighs, rub your feet on the floor just to ground you. And then if you want to let me know in the comments how you found that, if there was a particular person that you could think of or a situation, then also share that, or you can DM me privately. That's perfect. And also just let me know how you're feeling. It's always good to hear that sense of lightness with divine source energy and your guides supporting you today. So drink lots of water over the next 24 hours because you're going to physically flush your system. Your higher self and guides will integrate that healing further over the next 24 hours also, but drinking water supports you with flushing whatever energies need to also come through the body. Also, water is a beautiful conductor, especially to your Akashic Records, to get further wisdom, insights, messages from your guides, or perhaps from your higher self. So do make sure you're well hydrated to support that process. And also just let me know, are you keeping an Akashic journal? Are you noting how you are progressing with your practice and your connection to your guides? I know you're noticing that your psychic gifts, your intuitive gifts are expanding or becoming stronger, or you're trusting them more. This is one of the side effects, beautiful side effects of using your Akashic Records. So it's always good to kind of just note your progress because it has your ego more actively involved and more up for doing this type of practice, and you finding the time to do it also. So evidence always helps. Okay, so love and blessings, everybody. It's wonderful to share this practice with you. And if you've got any questions or you want to reach out and do anything on a one-to-one level, if you want to learn how to use your Akashic Records for yourself in my Akashic Code Training Academy, then please do reach out. Love and blessings, and I will speak to you soon.